Morning.
Morning.
Hey, my name is Raquel. I'll be your sleep physical therapist today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
George, right?
Yes, George. Yes.
Doing great. All right, George. Before we begin, I just want to let you know that I want you to have an excellent experience with physical therapy. So let me know if there's anything I can do to make you more comfortable during this process. Today's exam will take about 50 minutes, and during that time, we'll be checking to see how you're moving and try to work together to help you reach your goals. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
All right, perfect. With that being said, let's begin.
Alrighty.
All right. So just verify for me your name and age.
I am George Flooney. I am 56 years old.
And date of birth.
February 1st, 1956.
Perfect. All right. Young.
Totally not right.
All right, George. What do you do for work?
I work at a cybersecurity contractor site.
Okay.
A lot of computer work.
Computer work.
Yeah.
So what is it? What does the computer work entail? Like fixing computer?
No, just basically me sitting playing on my computer for 6 to 9 hours.
Okay.
So a lot of sitting.
A lot of sitting and
sitting.
looking at a computer.
Yep.
Like. Okay. How many days a week are you?
5 days a week, Monday through Friday.
Okay. And can you still work with your injury now?
Yeah, I can. I gotta take more frequent breaks, but doing all right.
We'll see if we can get you back working full day.
All right.
And then what do you do for fun, George?
I love hanging out with my grandkids. So we'll go to the park down the street because they live pretty close. We'll fly some airplanes. You know, like the remote control ones.
What? All right.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
I can't do that right now though, or haven't been able to because it hurts to look up. So I can't really see where I'm flying them.
Oh no. We'll definitely make that a top priority to get you back hanging out with the grandkids.
Yeah. Oh, and playing pool with my coworkers at a bar. We go, once or twice a week.
Okay.
Haven't been able to do that because can't shoot the cue ball right. So.
Okay, we'll also make that a goal for you and get you back to getting in those pool games with your coworkers.
I like that.
So, George, if you could describe for me the pain you're having.
So it's kind of on this right side, like right behind this bump on my neck, back in here.
Okay.
And then sometimes I get this soreness in between like my shoulder blades.
Okay. So for that pain right
The first one
below the bump on your neck, how would you do you feel like it's closer to the top or like further in your back, like closer to the bone or closer to the
I think it's not bone. It's just kind of like a constant. It's always there, like a dull ache almost.
Okay. And then does that dull achy pain travel anywhere?
I don't know if it's related, but I have this lower pain, but that's more like a soreness. It comes and goes.
Okay. So the soreness comes and goes. That's.
But I normally get this like neck pain first, and then later, a little bit longer, or a little bit later, I get that back pain.
Okay. Now for the pain that is right below the bump on your back, do you have any numbness and tingling with that?
No.
No. All right. And then on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being no pain at all, and 10 being emergency room pain, like you need to go to the ER right now, how would you rate that pain sitting here right now?
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
For the 2 out of 10 for that.
And then at its best?
Like a 2 out of 10. So about right now.
Okay. And then at its worst?
Like a 6. 6 out of 10.
And so you were also describing a kind of soreness Also in the middle of your back, yeah?
By the shoulder blades, yeah.
So it'll look something like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And so it's a different type of.
Yeah, that one's just
feeling.
kind of like a sore.
Okay, just
comes
a
and goes.
soreness.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you have any numbness and tingling with that?
No.
No. And as far as the description of that pain, like how does it feel closer to the top of your skin or
Yeah.
deeper?
Yeah, it doesn't feel very deep. It's
Okay.
just kind of right on that top level.
Okay.
Like
And-
a muscle soreness.
And how does that pain move?
It just comes and goes. It doesn't really travel. It stays in that
Okay.
area.
All right. Now, with that being said, remember the scale we were just speaking of. Can you kind of rate that soreness on a scale of 0 to 10 right now? So
It's just like a 1 out of 10.
okay.
Not too bad.
And then at its best?
Same, 1 out of 10.
Okay. And at its worst?
A 4.
Okay.
So it never really fully goes away, but it's not that bad.
Okay. All right. Now, do you have any pain in your low back?
No.
No. Any neck pain?
Other than that one spot, no.
No. Okay.
Just kind of stays in that area.
Okay. Any headaches or head pain?
No.
Okay. Any pain in your legs? Feet?
Nope.
Shoulder?
Nope.
Elbow or hands?
Nope, just kind of those 2 spots. That's about it.
Perfect. So George, tell me what types of activities kind of make your back pain worse?
If I'm sitting at my workstation and I want to look up, been hunched over for a while and I'll look up, that really hurts.
Where does it hurt?
Right here.
Okay.
Or flying the airplanes with my kids, and like I said, I can't really look up much. Or shooting, if I'm shooting pool, I can't look up.
Okay. About how long does it take for that back pain to come on?
If I'm at my workstation, like 2 hours.
Okay.
And then if I'm shooting, I can't shoot. I can't hold that position to look up.
Okay. And then what types of activities kind of make ease the pain?
If I kind of stretch like this,
Okay.
that feels a little bit better.
Okay.
I just do that for a couple minutes, like 3, 4, 5 minutes. And then if I lay down on my back, just flop down, on my bed, feels good.
Okay. And then when you're flopping down on your bed, about how long does it take for those symptoms to go away?
10, 15 minutes. Somewhere there.
And then, sorry, one last thing. For when you're looking up at your workstation for about 2 hours, how bad does your back pain get?
That's when it gets up to that 6 out of 10.
Okay. And then same for when you're playing pool?
That's probably a 4 or 5.
Okay.
Try not to keep my head in that position.
For sure. And then what about when you're playing with your grandkids with the planes?
I can't even look up to fly them.
Okay. So you avoid that activity
Yeah,
altogether.
just stay away from that.
Okay. Well, George, let's look at a typical day in your life. So, first thing in the morning when you wake up, how does your back feel?
Oh, it's pretty stiff. It goes away in 10, 15 minutes, but it's pretty painful in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm sleeping weird or what, but I wake up and it kind of hurts.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely dive in and get to the root of that stiffness. And then, is there anything that you do in the morning to?
No, just a couple minutes moving around. It's a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about as you move throughout the day?
It gets worse. Definitely gets worse throughout the day. And then at night, it stiffens up a little bit. Stiff and sore towards the end of the day.
Okay. Now, do you ever have any trouble sleeping because of your back?
No.
And does it ever wake you up?
Mm-hmm. It's just stiff and sore.
Okay. So, George, I'm looking here at your medical history screening form, and I just want to verify a couple questions. So, for yourself, you say that you have high blood pressure?
I do.
You do?
I do.
How is that being managed by you and your doctor?
My doctor prescribed me low. It starts with a L, like Lasix. Yeah, that's the one. I always forget the name.
All right, all right. Well, how much are you taking?
Just one pill. Whatever the prescription is, it's one pill a day.
And then I see here you have a family history of cancer, high blood pressure, and heart disease.
Yeah, those were my parents had. My dad had cancer. My mom had the other two.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear.
Oh, that's all right.
Have you and your doctor talked about how those risk factors can?
Yeah, we have, and he's done some tests, but he says I look good. You know, my high blood pressure.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. All right. Well, also just wanted to mention. So you drink 5 drinks per week. How is that distributed?
It's when I go out and play pool with my friends. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Just those couple times a week.
All right. And then I see here that you also have some trauma.
Yeah, I fell. I was out hunting some deer about 4 years ago. I fell out of the stand and I broke my collarbone. But
so is it related to what you're coming in today?
No, that was about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Doctor said it healed just fine.
Okay, perfect. All right. And then I just wanted to ask, have you recently had any unexplained weight changes?
No, I've as you can see, I'm a little overweight. So I've been losing some weight though with my diet. I talked to my doctor about it. So I've been losing weight, but it's from my diet.
Fantastic. Yeah. That's good. Keep up with those healthy behaviors.
I'm trying.
Any bowel and bladder changes?
No.
All right.
Normal there.
All right. Have you been feeling feverish or having chills at all?
Nope.
No. And then haven't had any infections recently?
Nope.
Okay. Has your doctor taken any X-rays or MRIs for?
Nah, he didn't think I needed any.
Okay. And then any other medications besides your high blood pressure medication?
That's about it.
All right. So as we go through physical therapy, I just want to make sure or be aware of if there are any barriers that may prevent you from completing PT.
I don't have a whole lot of time, between work. I work anywhere from 6 to 9 hours a day, and then hanging out with my grandkids, watching them a little bit. So I'm not gonna have a whole lot of time.
Okay.
But I think that's about it.
Okay, well, I will most definitely take that into consideration when we talk about your future or plan of care and try to minimize your time in the clinic. But that'll come with some extra work on your side as long as you. Okay.
I think I can do it. I'll have my grandkids do it with me.
All right, good. So that home exercise program will definitely be important to get you back to plan with the planes and plan.
Oh, I hope so.
All right. So with that being said, home exercise program, meaning I'll give you some exercises to do at home on your own time. And that's honestly where most of your progress will come from. When I give you these exercises, I like to ask, like, how do you best learn so that I can let's give you instruction.
If you kind of demonstrate it first, and then I'll do it right after, that should be fine.
Okay, perfect. So demonstrate. And I'll also give you some handouts to take with you. So let's get to what happened to cause your pain back.
So about 4 weeks ago, or 4 months ago, I switched to this new job. I hadn't been doing a lot of computer work, and then went to sitting at a computer for long periods of the day. And over the last 4 months, it's just kind of gotten worse, especially with looking up. I think that's about it. I don't remember falling or someone hit me or anything like that.
Okay.
Just kind of started 3-4 months ago.
And that's both the pain in the middle of your back and the soreness?
This one started probably 4 months ago, right around the new job, and then probably a month later, this middle back pain.
Okay. Okay. Now, how have your symptoms been changing since they started?
They're definitely getting worse. That's why I'm here.
All right. Have you ever had any past experience of this type of back pain?
No, other than breaking my collarbone, I haven't had any back pain or neck pain.
What are some of your goals for physical therapy?
I'd like to get back to playing pool with my buddies, and playing at the park with my grandkids, and then to be able to sit for 2 to 3 hours without having to take a break for my neck.
Okay.
So just sit for longer periods of time.
All right. Well, we'll take a look at you and see what we can do to make sure we reach those goals. How does that sound?
Sounds perfect.
All right. Let's get started.
Alrighty.
So after the after talking with you, how are you feeling right now?
I'm alright. A little bit. They're starting to get a little bit worse, just since I've been sitting here.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rate your?
Like a 2.
Okay. For both areas?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So just relax right here, and I'm just gonna take some notes. And then if you could stand up for me and just relax. And then if you could walk to the wall.
Yeah.
Perfect. And relax. Now, if you could show me a movement that reproduces your back pain.
If I try to look up to the ceiling, that kind of hurts. Yeah.
Relax.
Be alright.
Alright. And then, so, also, if you could, for me, I'm just gonna lower this table so your feet are.
There we go.
Alright. Go ahead and just try to touch your chin to your chest.
Good.
Alright, bring it back up, relax. How'd that feel?
Good.
Good.
I think I can get my chin in my chest. I'm a little bit older now, so we got a couple chins. Makes it a little bit easier.
Fine, you're losing weight though.
Hey, I'm
so
trying.
I see. And then if you could try to look up at the ceiling as far back as you can.
That's about it right there.
Okay,
So,
and then come back. How'd that feel?
it's a little stiff. I have some pain there.
Okay. Where's the pain?
It's in that by that bump right there. Yeah.
Is it the same pain that you came in?
It's not quite the same pain.
Okay.
It feels a little bit different.
Okay. If you could turn to the left, so try to look over.
Oh, about right there. It's about as far as I can go.
And how that feels? Relax.
It's a little stiff.
Okay. And then turn to the other side as far as you can.
That's about it right there.
Alright. And how that feels? Relax.
Same as this side, a little stiff.
Okay. And then if you could bring your left ear to your left shoulder.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. Relax. How's that feel?
No pain. Fine. Felt fine.
Alright. And then the other side. Same.
Yeah, same. No pain.
Alright, and so we're gonna go through those movements again, but this time I'm just gonna add a little bit of pressure.
Okay.
Let me know if you feel some discomfort.
Okay, absolutely.
So is it okay if I touch your head?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Whatever you need.
So go ahead and bring your chin to your chest.
Good.
Okay. How'd that feel?
Good. Felt like a little pull back here,
Okay.
like muscle tightness.
Okay. And then we're gonna look
Stand.
up to the ceiling.
Yeah, that's my pain right there.
Alright,
Yeah,
relax.
yeah, right on that bump.
Okay.
That's real stiff right there.
And then we're gonna try turning your head to the left. Yeah. And then the other side. How'd that feel?
Stiff, still stiff. Yeah.
Okay.
Felt like I could go a little further, but still pretty stiff.
All right, and then, so if you could lay down on, oh, actually, before I get you to lay down, I'm just gonna, tell me if you feel any discomfort, with this test.
Okay.
Testing. So, I'm just gonna have you, turn your head slightly to the side like that, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of pressure, okay? How'd that feel?
A little pain, like kind of made my pain go up a little bit in that bump area, but just that one. Back still feels the same.
How much did your back pain go up?
Like one or two on that.
So what would you rank it?
Probably like a 4 out of 10.
4, okay. We'll try to calm it down when I can touch your back a little bit more. And then I'll have you lie down.
Okay, on my stomach or on my back?
On your back.
Okay.
Don't worry, you'll be in both positions.
All right.
All right, just relax. And raise the table.
Sounds like you're struggling. It's because my big old belly.
Alright. So George, what I want you to do is lift your head up like that, and then I want you to hold it.
Okay.
And we're gonna see how long you can hold it.
Alright.
Alright. So go ahead, I'll put you here, and then just hold it. And I'll be here to catch your head if you fall.
Oh, that's about it.
Alright.
That's all I got. Ooh.
You did good. You did
Thank
good.
you.
How did that feel?
Those muscles are a little tired. I
Tired?
felt like I couldn't hold it. It's harder than I thought. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So now I want you to flip over to your stomach.
Okay.
But before you do that, I also like you to take your shirt off, because after we do one test, then I'll examine your back in a little more detail.
Okay. You said face down.
Yes, sir. Alright. And then I'll have you, scooch up so that your head's hanging
Like that.
off. Yep. And then a little bit more. Alright. And now I want you to hold this position for as long as you can.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna let go. You
Alright.
have to hold it up.
We're good.
And begin.
This one feels a lot easier than the other one.
Perfect. Alright, and then scoot back towards the table. Alright. And then, just put your, wherever you want. Find a comfortable position. And then, I'm just gonna see how your back's moving, each individual vertebrae. So let me know, as I move down, how each, I'll ask you for feedback, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Sorry, my hands are cold.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So, here,
stiff.
Okay. How does it feel though?
It feels like that first pain by the big bump.
Okay.
Yeah, just that dull ache.
And then how does this one feel?
The same.
What about
Same thing.
here?
It's not that bad.
Here?
A little stiff, but no pain.
Here?
Stiff.
Here?
Stiff.
And then last one here.
A little stiff.
Cut through cardboard, my friend. All right. So George, also let me, how does this how does that feel?
It feels good. The muscle feels a little tight.
Okay. And here?
Same thing.
Put it down.
Ooh, it's a little painful.
Okay. Yeah, it looks a little aggravated.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
All right. So George, what I'm thinking is there's just some loss of movement and mobility in the individual joints in your back, like the way they don't really move.
Yeah.
So my plan for you today is to get those joints moving so that you can move more
I would like
as
that.
a
I would
whole
like that.
individual.
I would
So
like that.
I'll just put some pressure on those individual discs, move them around a little bit more, and then we'll see how it looks when you try to look up again. Okay.
All right.
So you just relax, don't do anything.
All right, that's easy.
Exactly. And then I will. So I'm gonna do this for about 30 seconds.
Okay.
And you'll feel like little oscillations.
All right.
It's like a massage.
Yeah, it's a little painful, but it feels good. Feels good.
All right, we're gonna take a break,
All right.
and then we'll go again. And then how'd that feel?
It feels a little bit better. Like it's moving a little better.
Okay,
A little
good.
painful, but it feels good.
That's good. That's good. Okay. And then we're gonna go one more time. All right, and then how the last one?
Oh, it feels good.
All right.
Feels good.
All right. So if you could sit up for me. All right. Lower this bad boy.
Oh, man.
Descending.
Oh, man. I need to lose some more weight. All right. All right. So if you could, for me, remember when I had you look up to the ceiling? Do that again for me. All right. And then come back. And then how that feel? It feels better. It doesn't feel as stiff. I feel like I can move my neck a little bit further back.
Good. Yeah, it looks like it. Definitely looks like you can move your neck further back. Good. All right. Is there a change in your pain?
Yeah, it's a little bit lower. Probably around that 2 mark again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And where are you feeling that pain?
Same 2 spots. This
Okay.
one's a little bit better. That one is too. It's a little bit less.
Okay. So I'm gonna show you an exercise that I'll have you do, and then you can take that home with you as part of your home exercise.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Sounds great.
All right. So yeah, I'll have you do it laying down, and we'll see how you can do it laying down.
Okay.
So you'll actually be on your back.
Okay. Like this?
Yep, just like that. Perfect. And I just want you, so I'll move you, and then I just want you to, so you're gonna nod. Yep. But I want you to hold it for 3 seconds. And then relax. And then again. And then relax. Good. And then one more time. Good. And then,
do you want me to do these ones at home, or?
yeah, so this is part of your home exercise program. Instead of 3 times, I'll have you do it 10 times.
Okay.
And you'll do 3 sets of that every day, twice a day.
I think I can do that.
All right. So yeah, there we go. All right, and then sit up for me one last time.
Oh.
So we're reaching the end of our session today. So yeah, there's just a lot of limited movement, and I mean it's due to you sitting at a desk at a computer. So as we continue on with physical therapy, I'll give you more ways to better adjust your posture and your setup at work so you have less symptoms. But for now, work on those nods and try to maintain a good posture. So
like this?
No. So elbows up and then smash them down, lower them down to the ground, just like that.
Okay. I'll try that.
Yeah, try it. Try to maintain it. When you start getting tired, you'll see that you relax back into this position. But maybe set a timer every hour so that you remember. Oh, let me correct.
Okay.
Let me correct.
I can do that.
But it's really just setting your shoulders down and back.
Okay.
And trying to maintain that position. PT will be phenomenal for you. I think it'll improve your back pain so that you'll be able to fly planes with your kids.
I hope so.
As soon as possible, you know, and get you back in the pool room with your coworkers so you can show them up, you know.
Yeah. I know I'm the best one, and they're getting better because I've been able to play.
Don't worry, we'll get you back on track. So all I need from you is show up once a week. So normally I would say twice a week, but I know you're a busy man. You work 5 days a week as a cybersecurity contractor. So once a week, I'll do the same things that I was doing today on your back that made it feel better. And then the rest of the time, home exercise program twice a day. And then we'll be together, we'll meet up for about 6 weeks, once a week.
Okay.
And then by the end of that time, you should be 100% good to go.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right, sounds great. So I'll have you meet with Sarah, our front desk
is that the front desk lady?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much, George.
Not a problem. Thank you.